Good morning, class 10th. So, today I'll discuss with you the mechanism of breathing. Basically, the breathing is a process in which oxygen is taken inside the body, inside the lungs, and carbon dioxide is removed from the body through the nostrils. So, only this process in which the gases are taken inside the lungs and expelled outside the body is known as breathing. This is a part of respiration. Now, let us see what are the processes which are involved in the breathing. Basically, breathing is made up of two steps. First is inhalation, which is also known as inspiration, and second is exhalation or the expiration. Okay, in the process of inhalation or the inspiration, what happens, the air which is having oxygen is taken inside the lungs, and during the process of exhalation the impure air or the carbon dioxide rich air is expelled outside the lungs. You can see here in these two diagrams, the passage of air is from nostrils. Let from nostrils, see this, the passage of air is from nostrils to the windpipe, that is known as trachea, then it goes to the bronchus, and then it finally reaches to the alveoli part of the lungs. Okay, and in the second process you see the carbon dioxide which is present in the lungs, it is removed through the windpipe to the nostril to the outside. Okay, so these are the two processes which make up the breathing process. Now let me show you what is happening in the in inhalation and exhalation. See this, these two images will clear it down what is happening here. In this first process you can see this is inhalation and exhalation. In this first process, it is this diaphragm, when this diaphragm moves upside, when the diaphragm is moving upside and the muscles of the ribs are moving inwards. Okay, you can see these rib muscles, ribs are shown here, and rib muscles are moving inside. Okay, when the rib muscles move inside and the diaphragm moves upside, then what happens, the lungs become shorter. You see the lungs are becoming smaller, and in this manner, when the lungs are becoming smaller, these release the air which is present in the lungs to the outside. Okay, in the second process, what is happening, when the diaphragm is moving outside. Okay, when the diaphragm is moving outside and the ribs muscles come to their original position, then in this chest cavity the space increases and lungs again swell up. In this process the air is taken inside the lungs. Okay, so these two processes continuously these happen, and during these two processes, inhalation and exhalation processes, the oxygen is brought into the lungs and carbon dioxide is released through the lungs. You can see it here also in this diagram, when the diaphragm is moving upside and the rib muscles are moving inwards, the lungs become shorter or they become inflated, so they release the air to the outside, that is known as exhalation. When the diaphragm comes down to its position, then and the rib muscles come to their original position, then the lungs become swell up and the oxygen is brought inside the lungs. Okay, now let us see what is the physiology of respiration. Basically, what happens during the respiration process. See, These are the two processes which are located here, and you can see this one. This is the complete structure. During inhalation oxygen is coming to the lungs, see, and after that it is moving towards different kinds of the bronchi, bronchioles, primary and secondary bronchioles, and then it finally reaches to these structures are known as alveoli. Okay, so let us see again what is happening here. When the oxygen is coming inside during inhalation, it is going downward, then it is brought into the lungs, and through the lung it is coming to these structures are known as alveoli. It is written here also. And during this alveoli, what is in these alveoli are actually, if we enlarge this, if we zoom it, by the process of diffusion, see, by the process of diffusion, oxygen which is present in the alveoli, these alveoli are filled with the oxygen, and carbon dioxide is coming from the blood through the blood capillaries. These two structures which you are seeing here, these are the capillaries, blood capillaries. Okay, these capillaries are basically these are one of the blood vessels are bringing impure blood, and one of the blood vessel is taking the pure blood. So here, in during this exchange process in the alveoli part, when the oxygen is present here, by the process of diffusion is a process in which the particles move from higher concentration to lower concentration, because the alveoli is filled with the oxygen, so they are having more oxygen than the carbon dioxide which is present in the other capillaries. So oxygen is actually absorbed here, and it is once it is absorbed, it is again transported to the blood, and the carbon dioxide which is present here, when it is in higher concentration, then it will move into the alveoli, and once this oxygen becomes depleted, then it will require some gases which are higher in concentration. Now oxygen carbon dioxide is in higher concentration, so by the process of diffusion, carbon dioxide will reach here in the alveoli, and oxygen will be removed out through the capillaries. Okay, so this is the gaseous exchange which occurs during the process of inhalation and exhalation. During the exhalation, the opposite process is going on. The alveoli is bringing alveoli blood vessels are bringing carbon dioxide, because it will move to the alveoli, and from the alveoli it will move to the bronchioles. From bronchioles to it will move to the trachea, then to the nasal passage, to the outside of the nostrils. So this is how the gaseous exchange occurs during the process of respiration. I'll show you some more diagrams so that this process will be clear to you all. Now you see here in this diagram also you will find it. When we are inhaling the air, it is going to the these lungs, and through the lungs it is going to the bronchioles, and from bronchioles it is moving to the alveoli sac. Okay, so this occurs during the process of inhalation and exhalation. During exhalation, lungs become inflated, and the air moves out of the body. This is where the bronchioles and alveoli are located. Okay, so this is the structure of the alveoli here. It is alveoli if we see it, it will look like this. So these structures which you see here, these structures are alveoli, and these are the bronchioles and bronchi. Now when we are inhaling the air, then oxygen, when we are inhaling the air, oxygen is coming down, and during this process the oxygen is brought into these alveoli sac. It oxygen is filled inside these alveoli sac, and because the alveoli are filled with a lot many you can say a lot many alveoli is filled with is means many blood capillaries are present near the alveoli. So the through the capillaries you see these red one and these blue one, these are bringing the carbon dioxide, and these are bringing, they taking the oxygen. Okay, so the carbon dioxide which is present in the blood, that is the outcome of the respiration process, this is brought here in the alveoli sac, and through the bronchi it is moved outside the body, and oxygen which is inhaled during this process, that is being brought from the lungs to the bronchiole to the alveoli sac, and the blood capillaries which are present here, these absorb the oxygen and take it to the main blood stream. Okay, so this is how the oxygen and carbon dioxide actually transport during the process of respiration, and this is the structure of alveoli. I will show you one more diagram to make it more clear. Now I think from this it will be very much clear. See, this is one alveoli sac, this one is one alveoli sac, this one is one alveoli sac, and around the alveoli sac the blood capillaries are present. Okay, these are in close contact with the alveoli. So some of the blood which is, these are the RBCs. Okay, these are the RBCs. So RBCs are bringing the carbon dioxide. See, these are blue in color, means these are rich in carbon dioxide. So because carbon dioxide is more here and less here, so it will move from higher concentration to lower concentration into the alveolar sac. Now one more thing is going on here, because when it is passing through this process through these structures, then it is having more carbon dioxide and less oxygen. That is why carbon dioxide will move out. Now when we are inhaling the air, it will bringing oxygen. That oxygen is higher here and lower here. So when the blood vessel, the RBCs will move from here to here, then the oxygen will be absorbed by the blood through the diffusion. These two walls, these are the walls of the alveolar sac, and these are the walls of the blood vessels. Though both the membranes can actually absorb the oxygen through the process of diffusion, and by this process the oxygen is brought into the RBCs, and these RBCs carry the oxygen rich blood to the body, and that oxygen rich blood will first of all will brought to the heart, and that heart will pump the blood to different parts of the body. So this is how the respiration is going on in our body. The breathing and respiration is occurring in our body. Now on next turn, most probably on next turn, I'll discuss with you the process of respiration in detail. So let us revise what we have learned in this chapter, this complete section with what we have learned. So basically we have learned in this complete lesson of today, that respiration is basically a process to basically break the food to release the energy. Our respiratory system is made up of nasopharynx, larynx, trachea, lungs, and bronchi. And breathing is a process of respiration through which oxygen is brought into our body and carbon dioxide is released from the body. This breathing involves two processes, that is inhalation and exhalation. And during the process of inhalation, oxygen is brought into the air, brought from air to the body, to the lungs, and the carbon dioxide is removed from the lungs. So on next turn, I'll discuss with you the process of respiration, how the food is broken down, how it releases the energy, what are different types of the respiration. If you have any query, you can ask in the class. Thank you, class.